All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Age of Empires commentary. Age of Empires 4, that is. We're getting into the second game of this tournament finals between HuT and Seither. And we got a little bit of a change of pace here this time. We have HuT playing the Abbasid Empire this time. And, you know, I'm not sure exactly what the rules were for this particular tournament, but from what I understand, in Age of Empires tournaments, there's basically kind of two ways, well, at least two that I know of. There could be other ways, I'm not sure actually. There's two ways of organizing the tournaments, one of which is that you pick a civilization and you have to play it through the entire tournament, and another is that you can change, and oftentimes when you win, you are then required to switch civilizations. So once you've won with a civilization, you can't play with that again for that series, is what from I understand. That was the rules, at least for the sort of bigger Genesis tournament that I heard about and was looking into. So I'm not sure if that's the same thing for this tournament or not. Not too familiar with the rules, but that might be what's going on. That might be why we see a little bit of a switch up here with HuT switching over to the Abbasids. So in any case, but we still do have Seither playing the Rus and sticking with that civilization, and so we're gonna see a little bit of a different game style here, because you know we're not gonna have both players having the same tech. We're gonna have Seither making a little bit more of a play to try and go around and kill the animals on the map. He's actually just collecting these sheep. You can collect them. They follow your scout, and then they follow until the scout dies, basically, or the scout runs back and drops them off back at a production building of some kind. So we're probably going to see, yeah, so you can see HuT is actually trying to kill off the animals in his area with his scout as well, but he's also just trying to scout around the map and see what's going on. He's not going to be going quite as hard trying to kill all those animals, because what he's doing is he's not actually getting much for himself, but he is denying it, and you can see he's actually killed all of these as well. So doing a great job of denying Seither from getting too high of a bonus on here. It looks like he's probably going to get to 250, but if your opponent denies you a bunch of stuff like that, it's extremely difficult to get to the 500. Boars, as you can see, if you can see on the bottom left, give you a lot more. If you can get a couple boars, maybe that might do it, but I don't know if there's any boars around on the map. We'll see, I guess, as this goes on. But in any case, early game, go ahead and booting up, ladies and gentlemen. We got hunting cabin being built over here. The hunting cabin is a building that will take in food gathering, but it boosts the output boosts the input, I guess, intake on nearby lumber camps. So that's why we've got that going on here. Very quick golden gate coming out here for Seither, which is similar to what we saw last game. It's a very powerful game mechanic to have that as one of your buildings, so I'm not surprised at all. And we have a pretty quick House of Wisdom here as well. We're going to see which one of these upgrades he's going to make, which is how his empire is going to go ahead and advance to the next age. Doesn't look like he's quite doing it yet. Okay, there he just started the economic wing, which is an upgrade that will give him certain bonuses. Actually, I don't know if it can say which ones. I think it's this. I think it's this column is the upgrades that he'll get. So in any case, they're all just obviously very economic based things. So HuT choosing to go for some early economic plays, basically investing in his economy. Again, HuT with no production facilities right now is going to go ahead and build a house there, and this is just because he wants to connect the buildings to each other so they can kind of get that bonus going for having a gathering of structures. If he can get 10 structures together, he'll get a bonus himself. In any case, yeah, so Seither just not quite at that 250 mark. He's still hunting around, just trying to see if he can find some more animals here. And I don't know if there's many more animals on the map, actually, but he may... I think he has enough sheep here to get to that 250, actually. This is something... maybe someone let me know if you're Age of Empires player or something like that. Let me know if there's a reason why people don't kill their sheep automatically to try and get to that 250 bonus as quickly as possible. If anyone knows more about the game than me, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to. I'm loving learning a lot about this stuff. So here is a boar, actually. If you can find this boar and kill it off, then that'll get him up over that 250 mark. But boars are actually really, really strong. They have a lot of armor, and they have powerful tusks and a decent amount of hit points. It's actually really difficult to defeat the boars. So you can actually kite them if you have ranged units, but it's still tough to deal with them. In any case, mainly because of the armor is my impression of that. So HuT again, just chilling, trying to boost his economy here, not worrying too much about getting any units. We do have Seither getting a couple archery ranges again, trying to get those archer count up again. Seems to be the style he wants to go to, get a bunch of archers. Archers are good because whatever harasses you early, archers can be good against it. If they harass you with early horsemen or early infantry or even other archers, archers can be good against all of those. They're not the best against horsemen, which can catch up to them. But if you're in your town center area, you can kind of just chill back. Like if the horsemen come in here, you can put your archers in a spot where they can attack the horsemen. And if the horsemen go after them, the town center will actually do damage, significant damage to the horsemen. So archers are a good defensive unit to have early on. And of course, then you can add some spearmen to give yourself some defense against those horsemen if you want to move out onto the map as well, like we saw last game, although last game that didn't end so well for Seither. So now we got 2 archery ranges coming up here for HuT. Again, interesting to see that both games, despite the difference in the civilization, HuT going for the early economy into the production facilities later on, whereas Seither going for early attack units and trying to build up his army early on for an early push, basically. Is HuT going to be able to see this? He's got a couple scouts running around here, and is he going to see these archers kind of moving across the map? And they may actually, I wonder if they're going to go for this boar when they see it. That would be a good boost for him. He actually gets gold from killing the boar as well. It doesn't just boost the bounty that gives him the bonuses. Any case, let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, so here we have Seither is killing a wolf over here on the side, which is actually going to put him up over the bounty if he does kill off that wolf there. Where are these archers going? The archers are coming in, and this is what I was talking about. Archers can come in, and they can be harassing units as well. You don't think of the flimsy ranged units as harassment units usually, but he is going to go ahead and attack some workers here. The worker's going to get pulled back. He does kill one pretty quickly, though. And HuT's going in while this is happening to kind of see, okay, what else do I need to worry about? Is it just archer ranges? Is there something else going on? And scouts, if they can find a good spot, like if there was workers here on this gold, the scout could do some damage to them as well. It looks like he just kind of picked off 1 or 2 units and then is just retreating with those archers. So not too much done there. I'm not sure exactly what he was worried about because we don't see any units that were really going to do too much damage to them. He could have theoretically kept his archers here or in a position nearby here, come around here and try to do some more harassment. Maybe he just wanted to put some pressure on and is a little bit worried about losing these 2. Something he doesn't know what's going on. This scout has been killing that wolf, which put him over the 250 mark, so he's going to get a 10% boost on his gathering rate. And on the gold production for his hunting cabins. But he hasn't run in with this scout too recently to kind of see what's going on. Okay, here's those archers coming again to do a little bit more harassment. So they are going to be able to put some more damage down here. Now, here's the thing. Can I see... I'm trying to figure out if I can see... I don't know if I can see what they've already seen or if I see what they're currently seeing to try and see if I can see what they've seen. I don't know if this observer mode reveals just what they have in their current vision or if it will show... in other words, I don't know if he's spotted this house, for example, because I don't know if that was something that he saw before. I mean, I know he spotted the house, actually, but if there was a new building, I'm not sure I'm making sense. Basically, I'm trying to decide if the observer mode is going to... Okay, so actually, now we can tell that it's actually... Wait, is this a bug? He's scouted this. Yeah, he's definitely come in here, hasn't he? There's no way he has zero vision of the map. Anyway, well, let's not worry about that for now. I will experiment with the observer features later on. We do have HuT with a lot of folks gathering the lumber right now. Which could be trying to build up enough wood to... I mean, wood is actually a pretty valuable resource for the early game units. He doesn't have very many on food. He's only got a couple on gold, though. So without a lot on food, he's not actually going to be able to pump out too many units. But gathering a bunch of lumber may mean that he's planning on investing in some more production buildings here, as might be what we're seeing. Camel archers coming out right now. And again, camel archers... You know, if they are in a stand-up fight against normal archers, they're gonna lose per cost, but they are very much more mobile. They're a faster unit, so they've got that going for them. So you know, there's a lot of different kinds of units in this game, and you just basically have to be thinking about how you can utilize the individual advantages for each type of unit, and balance them against each other. It is a very rock paper scissorsy game, but oftentimes you can think about the more complex parts about that. So especially when these unique units come into play, like the Camel Archer, which is more expensive, ranged unit, but it's more mobile, and so it's going to provide a different dynamic into things. So it looks like HuT is doing pretty well here. Let's go ahead and check. He's got a 31 worker count on his economy. I think Seither probably has more. Yeah, Seither at 40 now. HuT not. I think he might have stopped producing workers for a minute, or maybe he was focusing on getting this production up of his army because he was a little bit worried about these archers that have been harassing him. I like this maneuver. So you can press different keys on your groups in order to put them in different formations. Having your archers in a line, very smart move. Makes it so that when you're engaging, assuming you're engaging flat on the side of your line, you're going to be able to engage. Oh, and he's actually turned off the line, and he's going to hide in this forest. No, he's not. Okay, he's just moving around, I guess. But in any case, moving your archers in a line means that you're going to be able to get better surface area when you do encounter an opponent. And so, smart move for him to kind of march out on the map right there. If he was firing against a clump, his first volley would be against only the first 5 or 10 of the enemy archers firing their volley at the same time. So he'd have a numerical advantage just because of the position there. So he is hiding inside of this little secret forest here. I don't remember if that's the right term for it, but basically these areas here with the tall grass will hide any units in there unless it's a scout. And this scout is going to be coming in here. He's going to scout out and see. He can see through the grass and sees exactly what's going on there. The music going crazy with danger. Oh, and his horseman's actually going to come out and run after that scout as well. Going to chase him off. Not too big of a deal, but it does mean that this group that might have been laying in wait is going to be spotted out, and he's actually going to go ahead and build some rams of his own here to go in for a little bit of an attack, feeling that he has the superiority. Oh, but here's the line of troops coming out from Seither, and he's now in the forest with it, so he can spot it. The line not being quite at the right angle to make the best use of it, and actually, despite what I was saying about the line being better formation, it has to be engaged the right direction for that to work. And in this case, HuT actually getting the better volley on that first volley. Now that he's fallen back, though, Seither is within that line. He's going to be able to use it. But horsemen coming out, cavalry just striking down on top of these archers is going to be absolutely devastating. And HuT actually leaves the game with no way to save his archers. That's going to bring the series to 1-1, and it's going to go to a tiebreaker third game for the win on this tournament. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's go on to game 3. We get to watch the units